Champion. Now we just at UW Network, and we were doing a live stream with our Rap Grid, and battle rappers had the chance to sit down and talk with us, and they, we're not limited to what we're able to talk about, and they expressed. Cortez sat down and DNA sat down, and they both said, "Hey, URL, you got a rising star on the leash right there. We want him. We want to shut this guy down. He's not that good. Maybe, we probably both can kill him." New Jerzey Twork. Both of them have called out for SM6, New Jerzey Twork, Tech 9. What's your initial thoughts on that? This is crazy news to me.
Yeah.
I was shocked when they said it.
First of all, like I said, New Jerzey Twork is a star. I had the pleasure of seeing him go to work at Born Legacy 3. He has so many moves. He can move around. He can get you in touch. He can influence your perception of him. He just knows how to pander to the crowd. It's a reason why everybody wants to battle this kid. It's a reason. Now, DNA and Cortez. If I had to pick, if we had to pick someone, who would I want to see Twork battle? I would want to see him battle Cortez.
Oh,
and not a slight to DNA, but I don't want that to happen to Twork yet.
I had the same opinion.
I'm sorry.
I had the same opinion.
See, this is the DNA is so smart. DNA finds ways to manipulate situations, and he knows how to win battles. So I don't want Twork to get DNA just yet, and DNA, does what he did, just to shotgun shook and do something like that. I think Cortez is on a ride. Cortez has been murdering everything. Cortez is just probably
a great year so far.
This is he's definitely in the list of best battle rappers in 2017.
Yeah,
I think this Cortez and Twork would make a better matchup. Yeah, it would make more sense. They would go back and forth. It would be a classic. So I want to see what Cortez could possibly say to Twork, because I kind of already know what DNA is going to do. Yeah, DNA is going to take the PG angle and all that. He's going to try ways, but I think that Cortez is the better matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's a risk for URL because URL has always pushed at least one person or their top gunner to the forefront. They pushed Ill Will to the forefront. DNA put a halt on that. Yeah, they put Prez Mafia to the forefront. DNA put a halt on that. He is the PG killer for a reason. I just don't want to risk him. Twork could possibly beat DNA. DNA could possibly beat Twork. I just don't want to risk that right now. Like you said, Cortez, for me, is the better matchup. We just saw what Prez Mafia and Cortez looked like. And Cortez off in the third round, you book who's popular. So, and a lot of this could apply to Twork. I just want to see how he flips it to Twork, but it definitely will make a better matchup, 100%.
Definitely. Yeah. No question about it. Cortez, when he was talking to us at Champion at the UW event, we talked about how great he's been doing, how well he's been performing. He seems very serious. He seems motivated. He needs to be on a big stage card. For us to be sitting here talking about the fact that Cortez has never been on a Summer Madness, it's blasphemy in itself. I don't even know why we're even discussing this. Cortez should have been on one of the Summer Madness.
He should have been announced already. Should have been. We put in a request for that. They probably didn't hear us. So we'll say it again. Cortez should be announced next week, tomorrow, 10 days before the event. I don't even think I want a secret battle. Announce it. Yeah. If it's not Twork, announce it. Somebody, anybody.
Yeah, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. It's well overdue. The man has put so much into battle rap. He's dedicated his life to battle rap. I was in the hotel with him in London. We had a great time. He had a great battle. He was preparing for the battle. To watch him go over his rounds prior to getting off the elevator, all of the good stuff. Cortez is he's a great guy. He should have been on a big stage by now, and URL needs to stop playing. Like he said, you only book who's popular. Stop that. Because Cortez is not out there trolling and doing all kind of idiotic stuff to make himself be in the know or be in the conversation. Everybody's not cut out for that stuff. So put him on the stage. We've seen DNA on Summer Madnesses before. I would be more excited.
You was in the same car with him, right?
Yeah, I was. He battled X Factor. Yeah. So I want to see Cortez versus Twork.
But how do we feel about Twork on SM6 already? He's on Summer Madness? Yeah. Oh, this is all inside of a year.
He's a star.
He is a star, but you think he's ready for this kind of pressure? Yep. You know what I mean? He got Urban Plaza. That didn't work out too well.
He did very well against Ill Will.
That's not Urban Plaza, though. That's more like it's Supreme. That's 500 people. Urban Plaza, some Madness 6. If one event that I think should be packed out a year is SM.
It will be.
You know what I mean? At least 1,000 people. If it's not packed, it'll be 1,000 people at least.
Yeah.
You got Hollow versus Tay-Rock, Bridge versus Calico, things like that already. T-Top versus Av, this may just be packed.
It will be packed.
So is he ready for that pressure?
Absolutely.
Oh man.
He understands. When I talked to him and I said, "Yo, man, you're a star. You have to show out and perform." And his exact words were, "I got you." And he got me. When he battled Ill Will, he showed he did not choke. Matter of fact, Ill Will choked. Okay, yeah. Well, you know what I mean? What was the chances of that? I would have never bet that the person would have been Ill Will that choked in that battle. He showed out. He performed very well. This Born Legacy Supreme was a big card. This wasn't a small card. It wasn't Urban Plaza, but it was still a pretty big stage. And for him to show off and show out at an opponent like Ill Will. Ill Will was good in that battle. You know, besides the choke, he was pretty decent in that battle, but Twork overpowered him. He outshined him. He outclassed him. He moved around. He jumped around, and then the crowd went crazy. The man has 99 finishing moves. He's probably got the most moves in battle rap. So I feel like he's ready for the big stage. He needs the big stage. This is what he needs.
But then again, if we say he's ready for the big stage, the second he falls, he fell to Urban Plaza at Nome, and that was a big hit to his career. If you fall at SM6, that could put a dent in your career for a longevity aspect. Wavy, he was gonna push too. You know, he battled John and Don, he kicked the teddy bear. His career is put on halt for like a year. I don't want the same thing to happen to Twork. So this is risky business putting him on SM. But I definitely want to see it, man. You know, I don't play with it. Prepare.
It's the best time for him because guess what? Summer Madness 7 after this happens is another year from around. Don't wait a year. You have to seize the moment. They say strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
Rumble, young man, rumble. Go right now. This is your time. Don't wait a year and then you take 2 battles that mean nothing, and then by the time Summer Madness 7 rolls around, everybody's like, yeah. Don't do it. Why is everybody calling him out?
Because he's doing fantastic. I mean, his last... Even when he loses, the talk of the town is him, Pterodactyl. That's people's Twitter name, Pterodactyl. That's a running joke. You know, I can't come to the shoot today. Tech, you know why? Because I Pterodactyl. You know what I mean? Everyone's using that. So everything that he does, like you said earlier, is a special move. I shook his pride. That was a rap. Red alert. Jumping up and down. Then I'm strapped in. Everybody said I'm strapped in.
Everybody.
You got fans coming up to him at events, you know. I'm not going to bring the whole situation, but, you know, they see him as a star.
He is.
Like, he walks into events, they feel his presence. We've rarely seen that from a lot of these guys in the past years.
No.
Only people that did that was back in the day was the Sue Surf and the Hitmans and the K-Shines. So we're finally seeing glimpses of that again in Twork. I'm not mad at the push for Twork at SM6 right now.
That's what I was telling.
I agree with it.
That's what I was telling people. This man, he's different. Like I said, no one raps like Twork. No one sounds like Twork. Regardless of what, they said he sounds like he's a prep. No, he doesn't.
That's amazing.
No, he doesn't. No one sounds like I said, he had the grimy DMX. When he came, when I first seen him before, I was like, who is this kid? Who is this kid? So, like you said, every once in a while, somebody comes along that elevates the culture. That's a breath of fresh air. Twork is that, and we need more of that. Not in the form of him, but in their own lanes, and that's what battle rap is missing now.
Who wins though, Cortez or Twork?
That is a very hard one to dissect. Ooh. I would have to wait for it to be announced because if I try to really dissect this right now, it would be hard because Cortez is on it.
He's very strategic. He's like a mastermind. He knows when to poke you. He knows when to, he doesn't hit that hard, but when he hits you, it's in the right spot.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like Sherlock Holmes did if I hit him this way and do that. Sherlock Holmes is a small guy, but he knows it. And then you fall down the ground. Yeah, the pressure points. Yeah. Cortez knows the pressure points. The one thing I dislike is that he had a special third round that would have hit anyone that was in new class, and he used it already. So I don't see him doing a third round he did for Price again to Twork and it being that impactful. You know what I mean? So that's going to run against him as opposed to Twork. All we want to see Twork do is do Twork. Shook his pride, I'm strapped in, bounce around. That's all he has to do him. But we're looking for something for Cortez, so I think the disadvantage is there for Cortez.
I believe so.
Right now, but Cortez knows what to do. I don't know his plans. I know Twork's plans. I might have to say Twork 2-1. Debatable right now.
Right.
You know. But I love to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
I love to be proven wrong.
Look, I'm a veteran. I'm gonna have to go with a vet here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to go with Cortez for the simple fact that Cortez has yet to stumble in 2017. Twork has stumbled.
Yeah.
Cortez hasn't stumbled. He's still running the race.
Okay.
You know, Twork's dropped the baton while he's running the race. So I gotta go with Cortez, being that he's very hungry. For him to finally get on Summer Madness 6, you know how special that would be to him?
Yeah,
for him to screw that up? Because guess what? Even if Twork loses in Summer Madness 6, he still got 7 and 8 that he could possibly be on. Cortez knows this is it. All the old guys are starting to, you know, and that's the problem why we're still around, because there's not enough new guys. We need new talent. We need new talent to push the old people out. Get out. Why are you still here? So Cortez is on his way out. He's already battled everybody. He's on his way out. Sure. But for him to finally get on Summer Madness 6 and he's never been on one, you think he's coming to play?
I don't think so.
I got to go with Cortez 2-1.
I mean, the experience factor is there, but I think the performance factor on that stage, you know, a guy like Twork, I think the crowd was gonna, you know, weigh against Cortez, and that might affect his rounds. You know, hopefully he doesn't go to the, y'all sleep, y'all mess with me. I feel like Twork can have that effect on his opponent. I got Twork 2-1, you know. We'll see what happens, though.
We'll see.
First of all, URL, book the match so we can get into
we already talked
maybe my opinion can change, but book the match so we can break this down thoroughly.
Book it.
Champion.
I'm the man, yeah, you gotta love me. You gotta love it. It's all love on the west side. I said I tell it like it is, cause like it is what it gotta be. I'm that nigga that they tryna be, honestly.